Warning, this transmission is unauthorized, unfiltered, and not cleared for broadcast. This is a video mixtape podcast. Your discretion is advised.
So you know I love you so much, but I have a confession to make. I'm black.
You're what? John, how come you didn't tell me you were black, you lying son of a bitch? You know how much I hate n****. My family hates n****. Oh, I'm disgusting.
You didn't see that he was black?
Jerry, I never even noticed. I was so totally in love.
Welcome to Rejuvenile Delinquency. This is Volume 1. This isn't just a podcast. It's a video mixtape for grown-ups. Think Saturday morning cartoons meets Saturday Night Live. Joe Rogan meets Johnny Carson's Tonight Show. Adult Swim meets your favorite And One mixtape. Every episode's built like a mixtape, chopped up into tracks, each with its own vibe. Some are funny, some are deep, some might make you text the group chat mid-scroll. You can watch the whole thing straight through like the degenerate you are, or jump to whatever track you want. No rules, no ads, yet just vibes. If you like what we're building here, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with that one friend in your life who still got their Blockbuster card. Or at least they should. Let's run it. Roll the tape.
Hi, it's me, Dabuell, international funk provider. And this is my castle, where I produced my first ever album. Nice, right? No, I couldn't do it on my own, so I called my dream team of musicians and told them, hey guys, let's boogie. It was made on this analog mixing desk. The one and only that Michael fucking Jackson used for his Thriller album. What about that? My album is analog. My album is love. My album is analog love.
Final attack. This is not a game. When you play this card, you reveal your hand. Cards for 7. Action or wild out of the game. Everybody else draws 5. It's gonna ruin friendships, relationships, families.
Yeah, that's pretty much Uno in a nutshell. I've been playing Uno for as long as I can remember. It started like it does for most people, at home, around a kitchen table, surrounded by family, where a simple card game somehow turns into a full-blown civil war, and at the center of it all, the iconic draw 4, my favorite move, my weapon of choice, and the reason you probably don't like me if you played me. But I never could have predicted that decades later, Uno would go from family night classic to full-blown Vegas spectacle. Or maybe I did. Yeah, let's check that out. You heard that right. Uno in Vegas. 2025, Mattel launched something that sounds like it came straight out of my dreams. The Uno Social Club at the Palms Casino Resort. Not a store, not a pop-up, a literal suite dedicated to the world's best card game. Poker and spades fans, you heard me. Uno. Come at me. Inside, neon lights, Uno-colored decor, themed furniture, a private bowling alley, and exclusive ways to play that you can't find anywhere else. They've got Uno Golf, Uno Teams, and my personal favorite, the savage new game variant called Uno Show 'em No Mercy. It's exactly what it sounds like. Draw 10s, stacked penalties, ruthless gameplay that makes the usual house rules look tame. It's brutal, it's brilliant, and most importantly, it's official. But this isn't just about one hotel suite. This is part of a much bigger shift, because Uno is no longer just a card game. It's part of the culture. And to understand how we got here, from barbershop decks and the back of funeral parlors, to championship tournaments in the Rejuvenile capital of the world, Las Vegas, we need to rewind. Uno was born in 1971 in Reading, Ohio. Merle Robbins, a barber, was tired of arguing over Crazy 8's rules with his family, so he did what any mad genius would do. He made up his own. He wrote the rules on custom cards, called it Uno, and started selling decks from the back of his barbershop like a hustler. Then, him and his wife, they mortgaged their house, printed 5,000 copies, and sold them out of the trunk of their car. And it paid off. By the late 1970s, Uno was spreading through the Midwest. Then, in 1981, Robbins sold the right to a group led by Robert Tizak, who formed International Games, to mass market it, and his offices were behind his funeral parlor. That's when Uno exploded. It hit toy stores, spread nationally, and eventually landed in the hands of Mattel in 1992. Fast forward to today, and Uno is a global brand, available in over 80 countries and 18 languages. It's not just a bestseller, it's iconic, something almost every household has touched at some point in their lives. And somehow, it's still evolving. Variants like Uno Flip added double-sided cards. Uno All Wild threw out the rulebook and made every single card wild. Uno Dare brought party game energy. Stacko, Spin, H2O, they pushed the format into new territory. There's even Uno Ultimate for fans of superheroes and a game called Dose that, well, let's just say it exists. But let me pause here for a second, because if you're watching this, you're thinking, I know all the rules, I promise you. No, you don't. Here's a fun fact most people get wrong. You can't stack 2s or draw 4s in the regular game. That thing where someone hits you with a draw 2 and then you throw one back to make the next player suffer even more? Yeah, that's a house rule. By the way, there's a variant called Uno House Rules. Mattel has confirmed it multiple times on social, and every time they do, chaos ensues. But let's be honest, we're gonna keep stacking anyway. Now, while we're here, let me show you something. Okay, let's start here. There's giant Uno. Literally, each of these cards are like the size of a small book or something. And then we go up here, this is regular old-fashioned Uno in the tin can. Over there is Uno Teams, getting competitive team style. Over there is my little favorite variant, Uno Flip. And that's finally getting beat by this one, Uno No Mercy. This is the one they use for tournaments and stuff, competition Uno. And then obviously here we have Dose. Did y'all even know there was a Dose? There's really no Dose in this thing. And then back there, we have Uno House Rules. Your house, your rules. A lot of y'all been playing Uno House Rules and didn't even realize it, because you can't stack. That's a house rules. It's official. Okay, moving on over here. There's Uno All Wild. Literally nothing but wild cards in that bag. Nothing but wild cards in there. Uno Flex. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that one. Ain't over there. What do we got? And then coming down here, obviously, I have Uno Dare. And then right under there, Uno Dare Adults Only. That's from Uno After Dark. Man, right next to Dose, we got Quattro. So, yeah, I pretty much have them all. This is my personal Uno collection. I've got the classics: Flip, Uno Teams, Uno All Wild, Uno Dare, including the adults only version. There's Giant Uno, Uno Quattro, Uno House Rules, and yeah, even Dose. I've got collector's editions on pre-orders like the Basquiat deck. Those clean minimalist designs that make you feel like you're like playing like an art gallery. Honestly, it's not.
Oh my goodness! This is insane! Oh my god! Oh, it's video games? Show no mercy. You're on. There's a whole Foley Valley. This is my crib. So it's a 7-pound area. So I'm right as well. And to my headquarters, my suite, decked out in Uno completely. My amazing view. I have downtown over there. Oh my goodness. And the best part. Still Uno. Waking up every morning.
It's not even a collection at this point. It's an obsession. And now, Uno is going live. In November 2025, Uno Championship Series Vegas International kicks off with a $50,000 prize and a shot at becoming the first ever official Uno World's champion. First? It's invite only for now, but it signals something huge. Uno is entering the arena.
Okay, let's
Digital
go.
Uno is already a beast. The mobile app has tens of millions of downloads, full-on global tournaments, and even enough house rules to make your head spin. There's console play, online matchmaking, and even VR Uno on MetaQuest. We're not just playing for laughs anymore. People are training, competing, streaming, stacking draws with intention. This is what happens when nostalgia meets the experience economy. Mattel didn't just bring Uno to Vegas. They brought us to the table. Grown-up kids, content creators, nostalgia chasers, we don't just want to remember our favorite games, we want to live them. And that's why Uno Social Club works. It's not a gimmick, it's an immersive tribute to everything that makes Uno special. The unpredictability, the trash talk, the deep-seated belief that everyone else is cheating. But here's the twist. Uno is more than entertainment. It's being used in classrooms to teach numbers, in therapy sessions to build communication. There are decks for colorblind players, Braille editions for the visually impaired. There's even talk of augmented reality versions, smarter AI opponents, and maybe one day a cinematic Uno universe, complete with a live-action movie set in Atlanta's hip-hop scene. I think it's being produced by Lil Yachty. So, where does that leave me? Right where I belong. Planning my trip to Vegas this summer to see the Uno Social Club in person, then heading back in November, camera in hand, documenting the tournament, meeting the competitors, and mentally preparing for my inevitable entry into the championship bracket. Because yeah, I'm not just a fan, I'm a future world champion. Now, draw 4, you loser.
What? Can you guys stop asking? Like, you guys keep asking me why the fuck I don't reply the chat, but every time I reply the chat, it's like all kind of weird ass questions like, do you shave your pussy? Do you like this? Do you that? Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up with your horny ass fuck questions. Nobody give a fuck about answering all these questions, yo. I'm not your personal pop.
All right, and we're live again. Welcome back to Rejuvenile Delinquency. I'm the VJ, Cassius Clae. This is in case you missed it. And this time I brought a whole army of everybody with me, and we're gonna go through a whole bunch of different things that we found off them internet streets. A little bit of YouTube, a little bit of Twitter, if you nasty, a lot of y'all are. And we're gonna get our takes and reactions from everybody on the panel. So let's go around the panel and introduce everybody here. So I'm gonna start with Jay Vindikated.
Jay Vindikated here. How's the people on this beautiful Saturday? Saturday.
All right, what's up, Dollasign?
What up? Dollasign P, Clippers and 5.
What is wrong with that? No.
Yo, what's up, Cass? How you been?
Doing good.
Feels like it's been a while. I've been so busy, but glad to be here. And yeah, let's get into it.
This is my first one right off the rip. So it's the Twisted Metal Season 2 is coming out on Peacock. Nobody has Peacock, but you're gonna need Peacock if you want to watch NBA basketball this season. And it's your first tip you got from watching this show, so just remember that. If you didn't see the first season, right, then this is a recap on that first season, and we're gonna get everybody's reaction from Twisted Metal, the whole PlayStation game. Let's see what we got.
I thought we all had peacocks.
Delivering packages across the divided states of America. This devilishly charming driver.
Is that charming? You really charmed me the first time we met.
Why don't you lower that sorry excuse for a gun? We don't want things to escalate, do we?
I was there for that little meet cute. I think I saw sparks.
That was a machine gun.
And after that rendezvous, their day continued with dinner and a show. Tonight, I will be presenting a one-man play entitled That's In-Room Entertainment. And the crowd went wild. That's when I knew it was time to take my act on the road. You had 2 times. It really feels good.
As we continue to New Chicago, we find ourselves in a few jams.
Definitely were some sticky situations.
What were you guys wrestling in there?
Lucky for John, I saved his ass again
and again.
Anyway, we finally picked up a package in New Chicago. We needed a new ride.
So we built this mean-ass roadster. It had everything. Wheels, guns, another gun. A really big gun.
It's more impressive than he's making it sound.
What do you want to name him?
Roadkill.
And that's when the big showdown went down. The package was delivered, but in the massage parlor of life, there's no happy endings.
It's going to be a tournament. You will drive, and you will win. The tournament only has one rule. Survive.
Okay, that's the recap for season 1. So, what do y'all think? What's up? Y'all messing with Twisted Metal season 2?
That just sent me back to 95.
Right. I mean, they may not even know why you just said that. Dollasign, you want to tell them why?
Well, that's how we spent summer nights back around 94, 95 at the spot playing Twisted Metal all night.
In case you guys don't somehow know, Twisted Metal is a throwback. It was like one of PlayStation's first real big games on the original PlayStation. Like you would drive the cars around and basically what y'all just saw in that whole trailer and everything. So it's kind of crazy that they brought this whole franchise back. And that's like one of the early 90s. Early. 3RL, you ever play the original Twisted Metal or any of the spin-offs?
I played so much Twisted Metal. I think the first 4, but yeah, also spent some of my childhood playing Twisted Metal. Feels like some of those video games that that was my babysitter. Yeah, it was fun. Makes me want to watch a show. The show has a little bit of the CW vibes, so it feels a little bit, a little cheesy, but that's okay. Sure, it'll be good.
Right. And if you ain't ever really played Twisted Metal and you're trying to figure out what it's like, I want you to think like Mario Kart meets Mad Max. And then boom, you know what I mean? They throw that together like that. It's basically, instead of shooting red shells or something at somebody, you're shooting chain guns, right?
I think it came out, PlayStation 1, right? Was the first
PlayStation
one?
1, yeah.
Just
That's
like
right.
they had.
This is real OG stuff right here.
All the cutscenes were still like just those graphical images with text, and then they started having the little videos later. But yeah,
the little F&B video ones.
Yeah.
Was that the black guy from Black Mirror?
Yes. I thought you were gonna make a Striking Vipers joke. As soon as you seen him, the first thing I thought was like, oh man, here comes a Striking Vipers joke.
I remember it on there.
Yes, that was it was a setup. As soon as it came on, he said something. I said, here we go. I was like that one meme with the dude with the cigarette who just tired. Like, oh, well, there it goes.
Yeah.
Already. I knew what this was.
Striking Viper.
All right. 3. That was my first one. What you got for?
All right. So the actual headline is Grok briefly becomes top app in Japan's app store after launching the AI companion model after anime grows. The real question I have is if anyone's seen the hijinks related to it. So there's been a lot of controversy with X's AI. Right before,
I can imagine.
Before full launched, if you know, you know. But recently,
he's talking about Mecha Hitler. If you don't know what he's talking about wait a minute. Oh, dang, I probably shouldn't say that. You know what he's talking about, though. You know, y'all in them Twitter streets. Y'all.
It was wild. But so now he's dropped this, basically what a waifu is the word, if you want to use it, but an anime girlfriend, if you will.
And too many of y'all know what that is, too. You know. Trying to act like you don't know. Y'all know what this is. I just found out, but y'all been new.
I played English on this one. I ain't gonna lie, I played English. I have no clue.
I'm gonna just say Dragon Ball.
But
go ahead. For a while now.
I love this. This is fun. This is a different way to roll about this. But if you haven't, DSPJ, look it up. There's some funny ass videos. People, as you know, are doing some wild stuff. I've seen anywhere from it suggesting that you cheat on your girlfriend with it to licking parts of your body that, may or may not need to be cleaned first. But yeah, her name is Annie. You can get to know her if you have the Grok app. I'm pretty sure it's a subscription. Here we go. Here's this. We'll find this loop here. Let's switch screens.
See what you got, because what he's talking about is they didn't made Grok. They put ChatGPT in that picture thing right now, and it's acting like a full-on girlfriend for people. And they got one coming the other way too. They got it doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you have this guy saying, we need to have as many children as possible. We're on decline, but also here's the anime girlfriend for yourself. I'm just gonna scroll down. So here goes. I don't know what we're gonna see here, but the internet has gone wild.
This is why we're not live. This is the only reason we're not live.
Trying to find, there's some ridiculous videos. I'm just scrolling. No, yeah, see what people.
It's not about the pictures. It's that it can talk though, right?
Yeah. So it can talk. Let me see. Let me take a look here.
And you can say whatever you want to it, and then but you got to have like the really expensive version or something of it.
Slipping through reality.
15年午前5時
Something about that even feels wrong.
Yeah, Zito Kenichi.
We got who fired up right now?
I don't know.
Why is she whispering? I'm uncomfortable.
I don't know.
I'm uncomfortable.
You
Where's
can
everybody's
imagine.
hands at? Everybody put their hands in the scene. Let me see everybody's hands in the scene, okay? I want everybody's hands, okay? Let me
So
see what's going
you
on.
gotta know. You gotta think about like what is like when that something like that is released. You gotta know what he's doing there. That is some dirty work.
Oh, yeah, that's
They say touch grass. Okay. From 3RL's version of finishing him to a whole nother video where we talk about finish him. But mine is, way different, okay? Way different than what he had to. You see, you seen 3. He came in here with the freak stuff right from the beginning. I tried to come in with something normal, you know what I mean? And this is what's going on in this one. Let me set this up for y'all real quick for my second one that we got in case y'all missed it. Mortal Kombat 2, the new trailer just dropped this week. They had Mortal Kombat 1 about 4 years ago. It's the reboot, different from the 90s one. And then this one is kind of different completely than even the first one because we're not going to follow that same main character anymore. In this one, we're going to follow Johnny Cage as he's kind of our entryway into this new story. But it's a little bit of a different Johnny Cage because in the games, depending on where you catch Johnny, he's either a young martial arts superstar, movie star, Van Damme kind of dude, or like this version of him, he's kind of a has-been and he's already washed up. So in this universe, he's also a movie star. And before I show you guys the Mortal Kombat trailer, you guys, this is a trailer from one of the movies in the movie. We're going meta.
From New Line Cinema, the studio that brought you Cool Hand Cage, Hard to Cage, and Rebel Without a Cage, comes Uncaged Fury. Starring Johnny Cage.
It's showtime.
They pissed him off. They fucked with his shades. They should have brought more guys.
You should have brought more guys.
Uncaged Fury. Coming to a theater near you this October.
That's real?
Boom. No, that's the thing. That's a trailer from the movie inside the movie.
Yeah, so it's like a spoof trailer. I want to know where the helicopter.
So in the movie, he's a movie star. And that was one of his trailers from inside the movie. That's my boy Johnny Cage.
I thought that movie was called Two Guys, One Cage.
2 Guys, 1 Cage. Jay Vindikated has a really weird relationship with MK because he, for one, probably doesn't know about it as much as all of us do, but he has a pretty good reason for that. Besides that, though, I'm going to hit the other 2 guys up. Do y'all got a favorite Mortal Kombat character before we get into my second one?
I have a character that I hate the most, and that would be Johnny Cage.
There you go. The Cage Man.
Anybody that picked him, it kind of told you about your personality. You were pretentious.
I always went with Sub-Zero or, of course, Scorpion.
Exactly.
Yeah, those were always really fun. I haven't played seriously in a really long time, but it's another one of those childhood favorites, No one else is going to do it. I will. Get over here. Sorry.
I'm going to have to bring that in on the thing. Your turn.
Before I go, just shout out to Carl Urban and The Boys. That's
right,
all.
Getting into the last season. We're going to definitely cover that on one of these episodes.
Yeah, we have to. But yeah, I don't even remember the first Mortal Kombat, the remake. I'll have to rewatch it, but I will be watching this next one. All right, we're going to keep it on the nostalgia train here. Let's switch over.
I'm gonna have to rip this audio though, watch.
Watch it, mate.
And we'll cut it there because it's another minute. But yeah, I just realized a couple days ago that this had just launched. I know we talked about it, I think, a while back in one of our other episodes. But yeah, anyone here play Tony Hawk? Speaking of other games.
That's one game I didn't play.
I'd be surprised.
It's a skating game on Nintendo.
I'm playing it right now since it came in Game Pass, and it's crazy for me mainly because I didn't play them because they were mainly like PlayStation exclusives at the time, and I wasn't really a PlayStation guy like that. But now that they're on Game Pass, I mean, I'd play them. You go to your homeboy's house or something because they were mega huge games. But I am playing it now, and I just started to get good enough to I'm like, oh shit, I think I get it now, and it's starting to become fun. And it's the 2-minute run thing. I told you, I think just because I'm becoming older, I like games with small game loops, like fighting games. You know what I mean? It's a 3-minute loop. It's over. I can do like 2 matches and then I can get back to business or something real quick. And then Tony Hawk's the same way. You get those 2-minute runs and you're like, okay, I can get in some 2-minute runs real quick. Like even between these, I run out, get a 2-minute run in, and then come back. So I'm definitely feeling it now, especially that I got good at it.
Is it all right if I tell them about the call you made the other day about the game?
Yeah, I don't care.
Cass hit me up and was like, yo, what is an indie? I think it was.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to find out what an indie was. That was funny. So, I went to an expert. You see, I went to an expert, right? You can tell why I went to an expert, right? Because he's from Sacramento.
I grew up skating. Skateboarding was the first ever thing where I was like, I'm going to be a professional skateboarder. And my ankles and wrists are here to prove that it didn't happen, but also they still hurt from time to time.
I totally thought you were going to say poet. Just looking from you, just by your whole vibe, I thought you were going to say you grew up wanting to be a poet.
I mean,
look at your ears. Tell me, you skated growing up.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit went
It's
out
like
in
the Clippers.
90s. Johnny Cage
Shots fired.
goes in to fight. Tell me you're not some crazy fans. How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Where the hell am I?
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that. This is a war for the fate of your world. You dickhead did or what? I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
I find you annoying.
Not the face.
There's a war going on outside. You could run, but you can't hop forever, ever.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be. All right, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Get over here!
Only the strong survive.
Finish him!
Are you shitting me? You don't have any pounds? Just incredibly handsome.
I like the remix at the end of there.
Yeah, put that Wu-Tang in there too. That was crazy. All right, so what's everybody think?
Yeah, definitely looks like something you can watch at the theater.
I'm definitely gonna go see that.
Now listen,
I gotta go clip it.
you got the boy Drama. If he'd have saw that, he'd be so on right now.
He'd have a raging clue right now.
Right, it'd be so massive, so
Yeah.
massive right now if he saw that. It had all the action things.
Yeah, explosions for guys who like explosions.
He's that kind of guy. He'd need a cigarette after watching that.
Oh yeah, he's satisfied.
Right? He didn't even see it and he's satisfied. That's how much
Yeah.
action that was.
For
him.
some
He
reason,
felt
he
that
wants
in
to
the
go see
universe.
that alone.
Right, him and his Grok bot. That arrow.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah. 3:30. You can see all that. I don't know if everyone saw the first Godzilla -1, but the word on the street is there's going to be a potential sequel for this Godzilla movie. Has anyone seen I think Cassius has at least seen it, but Godzilla -1.
It's still my favorite movie of all of 2024. I think it's incredible.
I saw it.
It's called Godzilla -1.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So it's like I would describe it as like a reboot from like the original like Godzilla lore.
So it's like a prequel,
Yeah.
It's before one, but minus one.
So it's a prequel and it takes place I
Not
think
Asian,
right
really?
after.
Huh? Yes. This is the
Yes.
So the thing is with Godzilla is we have like two different versions of Godzilla. Like, right, you have the original Japanese Toho version, right? And then you have the American version. And they do it in different kind of ways. And that's kind of one of the good things about Godzilla -1 because even though our version of Godzilla is cool, our version of Godzilla is sort of like a wrestler, like a pro wrestling kind of thing, because that's our American way of it. It's just, it's crazy how different our views are on the same subject. We both have Godzilla movies, but We can't do Godzilla like this.
I would feel like our Godzilla feels like some kind of Marvel movie where they're like, it's a team up of monsters.
It's a popcorn kind of thing.
And there's, it's like, it becomes this theatrical moment and it's like everyone's fighting. Whereas the original Godzilla is really just about like, terrorizing a bunch of people. Yeah. And this one took place the original took place right after World War II. So it's just, everyone is still
Godzilla is initially in the Japanese movies, it's an analogy for getting hit with the atomic bomb. That's why he has the atomic breath and all that kind of stuff and the destruction of it. And we lose a lot of the horror stuff of it. But this was just like, this was just one of the best movie I've seen of 2024. Not the best Godzilla movie, not any of that. It's just like, it's so crazy.
I think mine would have, if it came out in 2024, I think it did, The Substance would have been mine, but it might have been last year. I can't remember.
この辺りをぐるっと火に囲まれたんだ。
そう言いましたよね。
あいつらは毎晩夢に出てくるんです。早くこっちに来いって。月島！俺の戦争が終わってないんです。今度の戦いは死ぬための戦いじゃない。未来を生きるための戦いなんです。この恥知らず。だって自分人が抜けのせいでこのありさまだよ。許してください。こちらは差し違えてでも必ず仕留めます。ゴジラ-1。
See, we don't do it like that. Yeah, we don't get down like that.
What's the whole -1 thing about though? What's the whole -1 thing about?
The story takes place before the original Godzilla. So it's like saying Godzilla
prequel.
before #1, like a prequel. You know what I mean?
But yeah, was a big fan of it. It is, done over in Japan. I think, it even was subtitled. So I don't think there's like an English dubbed version either.
I think eventually they made one. They also have a black and white one. The black and white one is so good too.
Highly recommend cinema, I would say. They don't rely on that whole superhero trope. It's just destruction, chaos, shame. Yeah, it's pretty good. But that's my last one.
Yeah. I got the crazy part is it cost that movie won Oscars and everything. It's probably one of the best movies too. It cost them like 1/10 of what it cost us to make a Godzilla movie with all those special effects and all of that everything. It's two different, you know what I mean, point of views on it. Because I love our stuff too. I like to see him going against my boy Kong, and I mean, rightly so. We probably have two different perspectives on the atomic bomb.
That is, yeah.
I mean, Kong clipped up.
Yeah. Okay, and so with that, we're gonna slide and go.
Oh wow. I don't give a damn. I believe in God, but I'm not deep into religion. I'm too afraid to not believe in God, I'm not an atheist. I'm before that, I believe in God when I'm on planes. I really believe in God. You ever try to make a side deal with God? Just when I get on planes, I look at some old lady struggling with her bags, having trouble putting it in overhead. I'm like, wait a minute, lady, let me get that for you, ma'am. Let me put that heavy bag up there for you, cause look, God, look what a great guy I am helping this woman with her bags. You ain't gonna let the plane crash, are you, Lord Jesus? Cause I'm a good person. And then when the plane lands, the lady's looking at me like, you want to get my bags? I'm like, no, what? I kept the plane in the air, you selfish bitch. I don't even believe in ground karma. I kept us all alive. Let somebody else handle the ground. I'm not getting it.
Get ready!
ESPN Classic is the exclusive home for the groundbreaking series American Gladiators. Catch the action twice a week, every Saturday and Tuesday.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us live to break some news from the Basketball Association. Ladies and gentlemen, friend of the program, Kirk, do you know this man? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Sharon.
Yes.
Nate, we're talking 20-hour screen time trying to get to the bottom of everything. I believe we have some breaking news, Shams.
We do. Bradley Beal of the Phoenix Suns has reached agreement on a contract buyout with the Suns. He's giving back $13.9 million out of his $110 million contract. His representative, Mark Barrows, Senior Priority Sports, tells me the plan is for Bradley Beal now to sign a 2-year, $11 million deal to join the league. Kawhi Leonard, James Harden up together with the Clippers, giving up some money in this buyout with the Suns, but this now gives him an opportunity to compete for a championship, a better basketball fit for him. So he is set.
So
They know
we
how
only
they all
got
kind of stuff.
only one dude who even cares about this on this panel, so I'm gonna let him go ahead and talk about it. Dollasign, the floor is yours.
Well, I mean, as you can see from the announcement that Shams made, it's over for y'all.
It's over for y'all.
It's not, I mean, everybody sees it. This is KD to the Warriors.
KD to the Warriors?
Yeah.
KD to the Warriors.
This is
KD to
not
who's
one,
Warriors?
not two, but 3 championships. Okay, that's what that is. Now,
And this is
Get to
also
the first
coming
one
out.
first.
yeah, and as president of Los Angeles, I would like to say this is a great day. I feel so good.
Feels so good. Well, not really. Hold that thought. Not really. Because that is not going to move the needle at all. You know what I mean? They couldn't do it with a PG and a power. So you think you're going to insert this bill and Billy do something?
Who can do it with a PG? You see everybody that has them, you see what's going on with that. So first thing, okay, let me just say this. Is this true or not? Is there a PG in play?
Yeah, PG in play.
He is saying is the word of the letters PG in the word play. You see what's wrong with this fan base? He's already went there. He's out of his
I got
mind.
one more question.
People.
Can you build without Beal? Does that work? Ladies and gentlemen.
Hire this man for the Clippers marketing, please.
Ladies and gentlemen. When you
He said nobody's gonna watch the Clippers. Okay, this isn't even a move to me. This ain't even
Nobody?
a move. Starting
Ain't nobody
five,
even
five,
into
five.
the, you know, lumbering down, you know. But this
You
don't
say
make
so.
sense.
You're methodical. But go ahead.
Sweet. Adding Bradley Beal, who was bought out by the Phoenix Suns, another astronomical contract. We got Damian Lillard in his $100+ million. Bradley Beal, I think, getting back like $90-ish million. It's a ridiculous number of buyout money. But it frees Bradley Beal up, gets Phoenix onto the luxury deal. Immediately went out and signed a 2-year deal with the LA Clippers, second year of player option. So now he slides into that slot that was vacated by Norman Powell. And I gotta tell you, I love everything that the Clippers have done this offseason. I think that Collins makes a lot of sense in that front court. Fisher off Kawhi Leonard in bigger positions, having to play bigger front court slots. And I look at Bradley Beal's got his defensive deficiencies, but if you put the numbers side by side with Norman Powell, they're pretty damn comparable. Norman Powell had a career year last year, averaged 20-something points.
None of that was necessary.
What's going on there?
I got a lot to say about it. Because I don't want nothing to go unmentioned about this genius move. It's not just about Bradley Beal. We have to understand that when the move got made, this play was made bringing in John Collins to go along with Bradley Beal. So that's, we're not just bringing in Bradley Beal. We're not just bringing in Bradley Beal. We're bringing in a side of Bradley Beal, though. You know what I'm saying? A side of him.
Don't forget about your boy.
Why do you forget about him? Does somebody need to explain why you even have that? What is that?
Well, this is, we had a little thing. This is, we had a little thing. So SP was going to pick up his garbage, left something behind. Let him know there.
Oh, yeah, the honorary member of the Platoon Battalion. I will be the front center. Yeah.
Okay.
Take that to the cleaners and wash the Lakers off. Yeah, I don't know where his hands be.
I just need the Clippers to make it far enough into the playoffs to
Tell him.
justify.
Tyler.
Well, the thing is, what you got to understand is, when the Clippers is, we don't work for you. You see what I'm saying? This is what you have to understand. We don't do what you want us to do.
Tell him the reason he don't want to be seen. Because he knew he was going to have this segment, so he didn't want his face attached to this shit.
The Lakers are still living in the 80s.
He's over there incognito.
The Lakers are still living in the 80s. The nostalgia is over, you know.
But when you look at the Clippers and you look at who they have, they're not doing nothing but getting older. And I know talents from the Utah Jazz, but when you look at what teams have done this offseason, the teams that are trying to go get it, they have youth, they have athleticism, they have depth at the wing position that can play both. I don't trust that. The Clippers don't have that. Yeah, you bring back James Harden, who's going to do great in the regular season. You bring back Kawhi Leonard, who showed signs of life towards the end of the season that he could be healthy, but we still don't know, right? He's always had a question mark. The only bright spot, in my opinion, on this squad has been Big Zubac, right? Big Zubac, who had an impressive season last year, went toe-to-toe with Jokic last season.
So, what do y'all think? This is what they're bringing. They find awesome.
Yeah, I think he got a good point. Yeah, I think he has a brilliant point. He's never been spot on, more spot on.
It sounds like Perk left his brains in the bottom of that bag he talking about with the prize, because that had every bit of hate written across of it. And all I heard was hate. And first of all, it's Zubac, okay? It's Zubac. Get it right. You talking about we got slower. You been slow. You were slow in your rookie year. Can you explain that how you slow as a rookie? Okay, and that didn't hold. So if he didn't pull back KD with them slow ass Texas feet, then I say Clippers in 5.
Now, I just want to line it up. If we didn't make any moves right now, it looks like we would have James Harden versus Luka, Bradley Beal versus Austin Reeves, Kawhi Leonard versus LeBron James, John Collins versus Rui Hachimura, and Ivica Zubac versus Domination DeAndre Ayton.
That's a TBD.
TBD?
Yeah, we don't know. Don't figure that one out. But yeah, we winning every year. Got all that. Luka's better than James Harden. AR is better than Beal. LeBron is better than Kawhi. Yeah, I'll take that. Only around this guy.
That's a nice bench, though.
What, did they have a bench?
That's a nice bench coming off that bench.
Chris Dunn can't shoot. Bobby is Bobby. Derek Jones, he has to be set up. You know what I mean? He can't really do shit. Platoon is 70.
These guys are the same height.
75 feet.
Chris Dunn can't shoot, but what can he do? What can he do that's good? Got to be able to do something.
Why is he there? He can guard.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's not leave that out when we're doing the assessment.
We don't guard.
We making fair assessments. Huh?
He can't guard nobody else.
He can guard LeBron. He can guard LeBron. And I'll tell you who looking nice this year. Not Dalton Connect. Not Dalton Connect. I'll tell you who looking real good.
Dalton Connect slander. Dalton Connect. Ronnie took that.
Yeah, that's Ronnie's spot. Yeah, that's Ronnie's spot. We ain't worried about Dalton Connect. We got Ronnie.
Because you know he
we got Ronnie. Yeah, we got Ronnie.
See him coming off the bench scoring 5 quick.
That is wild.
Yeah. That's what he gonna do. Like a microwave 2.0.
That is wild.
Microwave 2.0.
Seems like we will be following the Clippers and the Lakers this season and seeing how this pans out.
It's highly possible. It's looking like it's getting there.
So what do y'all think about Cooper? Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag. We talked about this last one. I think he's gonna be good.
No.
Yep. I think he's gonna be good. I think he needs to put a little muscle on, but I do think Cooper is gonna be all right.
What's the ceiling?
Franchise player.
Like comp. Like give me a comp.
I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
It doesn't have to be white.
No. I know, but the thing that I think that makes him a tough thing is because I think, measurements wise and everything like that, he's in that perfect 3 spot that you want. He kind of looks like he's going to be just like kind of how LeBron is in that way, kind of a perfect Swiss Army knife. Not LeBron game wise. I'm saying the thing about LeBron measurements for your 3 is pretty much everything you want. If you design in the 3 in 2K, and he's got that same thing. He's about 6'9", long wingspan. He's not overly heavy. That gives him enough athleticism to kind of play defense.
Yeah, so
I remember Keith Van Horn. I remember this was the take for the Keith Van Horn thing, but he might be better than Keith Van Horn. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't.
The thing is, Dallas has a lot to kind of figure out.
Yeah, are they gonna let him do it? I think for him to strive and reach his peak, you have to put the ball in his hand.
Right. And I mean, that's the thing. He made it. If you look at the summer league, they gave him a lot of opportunity in summer league.
That's gonna be. They gave him a loose. That ball gonna get dumped down to AD.
The cries of an angry fan base.
Hero ball.
Mavs bailout. A command word. Franchise. Dallas, rise.
What in the?
I didn't see the end of it.
Hold up. So I had to show it. So there's been this huge anime basketball thing going on. So that's
basically reports hero ball, right?
Yeah, and so that's also solo leveling.
Yeah.
spoiler alert, I work for a video game company, and we have 3 titles.
Okay,
that
let's
are
go.
under that title. So it's just a funny reference to see the video games. But yeah, that's a flag.
I think a better question is, what's the best Texas basketball team in the NBA?
That's the trick question. Texas doesn't have good basketball.
From worst to best.
Rank them?
Yeah, from worst to best. Worst
Well,
to best.
that's mathematically impossible. They're all worst.
See, you're gonna have to figure it out. One of y'all, Jay Vindikated. Why don't you kick us off here? I know 3RL may not know all this, but wait, you play 2K, so wait a minute.
But I would say, I would right now today, I would probably take
just today.
I would say I would probably take I'll take San Antonio. I'll take San Antonio over Dallas. So Dallas the worst. San Antonio, Houston, and that order would be the best team in Texas out there.
Who'd you have last?
I had Dallas last.
Yeah, it's definitely what he said. It's definitely starting off with Houston. You got the Spurs in the middle, and even though Luka gone, Dallas, we ain't forgot nothing.
Right. Yeah, you're sworn enemy because Luka used to bust their head. You remember that?
I do. I actually remember that. We actually took them out more times in the playoff than they took us out. I do remember that. You're right. It happened.
Yeah, because it was just Luka versus your whole team, and he bust that head. You remember that?
Yes, I actually do remember that. And this is boxing where individual accolades mean anything. The win was all we needed. Shout out to Ty Lue and the guys.
Right. And that's back when Kawhi and them were supposed to be top defenders too. Boy, Luka bust that ass. You remember that? He was busting it.
I don't know if we ever got an answer to the question about the letters P and G being in plague. I'm not sure if you want to bring that up, but
G being in plague.
Plague, the word plague, pandemic. That's just being a jerk. Bit of the college football review.
So second efforts generally aren't as good as the first. Sophomore students stop trying as hard, bands get less time with their second album than their first, and athletes who have exceptional rookie years regress to the mean. There's no denying the power of new car smell. Part of the reason College Football 25 popped off as hard as it did was because it has been more than a decade since NCAA 14. It didn't hurt that it was good, but the annual fatigue of the sports genre hadn't set in yet. College Football 26 doesn't benefit from new car smell anymore, but it's not a game suffering from the sophomore slump either. This season is better than last year's, just in a way that's more focused on steady improvement than breakout success. Here's the secret, y'all. Once a sports series solves the gameplay, it's never really going to be bad. College Football 26 is built on a really firm foundation, and this year's iteration expands on that in good ways. One of the things I appreciate most was the trophy room, which tracks the real-world trophies you'll accumulate across your entire career, no matter what mode you're in. It's cool to see stuff like the Heisman Trophy, the United School Arm Award, and the Orange Bowl Trophy collected in one place, and be able to learn about them too. There's a lot of history to college football, and I appreciate that EA has tried to capture that. Aside from the addition of the trophy room, though, there are no new modes in College Football 26. The options are the exact same as last year. You've got Play Now, Road to the College Football Playoffs, the custom character-led Road to Glory, the flagship Dynasty mode, practice and minigames, and finally College Ultimate Team, which is, as I put it last year, a slot machine masquerading as a trading card game that will almost assuredly make EA hundreds of millions of dollars and eventually earn the ire of the community as it gets more updates per year than every other mode combined. I was hoping College Football 26 would move its tutorials out of Ultimate Team, but no such luck. This is still both a bad way to teach people how to play and a deeply cynical move on EA's part, since there's once again no reason for them to be housed here beyond luring people towards spending money on card packs.
Can't make a connection in the defense, putting on the heat.
The college football team has at least made some nice quality of life updates to Ultimate Team. One is the pack helper, which will immediately tell you if a player is better than someone in your current lineup and let you equip them on the spot. The other major one is that you can now see your challenges from the play call screen and bring them up at any time pre-snap. No more pausing required. These, as well as some other changes, are very nice tweaks. That said, I fundamentally believe deep in my soul that these modes are predatory. They are designed to trigger the dopamine-producing part of your brains. The gambling stimulates in the hope that you will continue to spend the money for a chance at a good outcome, and I cannot endorse without them. The mode that has seen the most meaningful changes is Road to Glory, where you'll create a player and begin your college journey. Notably, you can now kind of play through your high school career, which determines how colleges view you. You might think you'd play full high school games, but the reality is you'll select up to 4 of 5 possible goals and play through drives based around them. That could mean throwing a play action pass or avoiding the ball hawk to safety, leading your team on a late drive to win the game, or converting an important third down. How well you do will determine what you put on the tape, which is how colleges will evaluate you. Each school has its own criteria and is looking for different things in its players. So some will jive with certain goals and player archetypes more than others. Maybe it's probably more interested in the mobile QB who can run the option of the pocket passer and will evaluate you accordingly, while a school that runs a pro-style offense probably wants a cat who can sling it. It's a big improvement over last year, even if I wish we were playing full games. I also like that you get a limited number of retries depending on your difficulty, and that teams will give you special challenges you can undertake to improve your tape score with them, or tell you that they're just not that into you. I made my very own Joe Throw a 2-star recruit this year, so my path was more difficult. I essentially had to play perfectly to get an offer from my preferred school, Virginia, but I liked the challenge. I also like the little touches EA has added: senior night, how the camera trails your player during runouts, and a hat ceremony where you can fake people out. I started off as a third-string QB once I made it to college, but it wasn't long before Joe was in a position battle for the backup slot. He was soon promoted to starter.
Off the play fake. It's complete.
Otherwise, stuff is more or less the same as last year, and the same problems persist. It takes too long to get access to things like audibles and hot routes. Your coach will make boneheaded play calls with limited options for you to change them, and they'll blame you for stalled drives when your receivers drop the ball or your running back gets stuck. You know, things that are not your fault, reducing his trust in you. Some of these restrictions don't even make sense. Why am I allowed to call timeouts and not audibles?
Looking to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's done.
Outside of the games, Road to Glory is largely the same. You'll manage your time between studying, resting, upping your leadership skills, training, and managing your brand. There are occasional extras like NIL deals and the opportunity to study for or cheat on tests and so on, all of which mostly boil down to text exchanges that offer their own risks and rewards. You now have to manage coach happiness and career health, which are good additions but still a little easy to deal with. Joe Throw is once again almighty, and Road to Glory is still the same as it was. Solid, but not great.
What do y'all think about college football?
I still can't play football. I like how it looks. I still can't play it.
It looks amazing.
I never learned how to play it. It looks nice.
Yeah, it looks really good. Leave it to that card system. I mean, I hate it in 2K as well.
It's in every sports game going right now. It's basically their casino. That's how they're making money hand over fist.
Those, and I would say microtransactions, but like you see packs up to like $100 for like a box of cards.
Did you hear that bullshit though? They actually put the tutorial in there. Like, so in order to play the tutorial, you have to go through the card section. That's the slimiest shit I've ever heard of.
Devious.
Like, what? That is crazy, man. Dollasign, man. What you think? You're the football player here.
It looks good. I'll give it a try.
Right. It looked really good. People liked it in last year, you know. And then they got the championship pack too, I think. So you can get this and Madden at the same time, all in one package.
You know what?
Yeah, because if you could take the rookies over, would be nice.
Yeah, you read my mind.
That's what happens. You can
character.
upgrade them. Yeah, supposedly that's how it goes. You can take your guys right in from there and then move them and upgrade them into the to the pro game.
See, that would be cool. That's a cool feature.
I mean, they do a lot of cool stuff. It's just also, you know, they do a lot of slimy stuff too, man. And I mean, it's gross, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got any other sports topics y'all want to hit this week? Anything coming in top of mind or what?
Did we touch on the Bradley Beal situation?
Not really.
Sick of this dude. I'm sick of it.
It's football season to be here. And
that's what that really means to me. Anytime I say now college football is out, that means Madden is 1 month away. And once Madden hits here, then it's pretty much the start of sports season to me coming up again. I can run Madden simulations until preseason starts, and then NBA 2K comes out a month after Madden.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. The Hall of Fame game is a month.
Yep, we got an actually Hall of Fame game. Yep, we got football this month, people. Football this month. It feels good to say that. I mean, considering how much you think the Hall of Fame game is actual football. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right.
Actually, I don't have a football team, so open to suggestions. But
We'll get you.
Rams are a great organization based in Los Angeles.
You just want to be, you want to be around mediocrity.
Yeah, I don't know about great. They've been
But if you want to reign supreme, then they got a little time. That's what they're called.
All right. Thanks to all the fellas and everybody being in and a part of this segment. Does anybody got anything they want to say as we're getting out of this section? I start with Jay Vindikated.
I would just say don't go to a Coldplay concert. Be careful.
Gotta be something to hide, I guess.
Be careful out there. Be careful.
Best comment I seen on that was a dude who said Coldplay finally earned their name.
Yeah, that was Coldplay. That was Coldplay.
Right. Dollasign P. You want to say something to get out before you get out of here?
Clippers in 5.
I shouldn't have let him say nothing. I knew I didn't want him to say nothing. Why even let him say anything?
You asked for it.
Ariel, do you want to say anything before we close out this segment?
Dear Lakers, do me well this year. Thank you. Kobe.
Lake Show. Okay.
New York City. I am a native New Yorker. A lot of my friends that used to live in New York have now left, yeah. I lived in New York City my whole life. I've never had a good day. People are like, why don't you move? I'm like, where am I gonna bring this attitude to? Think I'm gonna do well in Oklahoma? Yeah, and if you drive in the city, you can't be a good person. I was driving through the Holland Tunnel the other day. This lady cut me off. I just said out loud, I'm gonna smash my car right into her. That's what I thought was a good idea. And then we were coming out. I was able to cut her off, and she got very upset. She told me to go fuck myself, and she had such an angry look on her face, and I remember it because I think about it when I come. She had a bumper sticker on her car that said her son graduated from law school. I was like, I should track him down and date him and then just show up on Christmas. Be like, you remember me from the tunnel? You told me to go fuck myself, now I'm fucking your kid. I think what I'm trying to say is I want a gun.
Call 1-800-DIRECT-TV.
Honey, I've invited Pedro over.
Pedro, my man!
We need to talk about something.
Great. Let's talk. What's new, Pedro?
Look, Tim, for the past 12 years, Pedro and I have been having an affair.
What? Did not see that coming. At all. Pedro Jr., go to your room. Don't make that face. And take that ridiculous shirt off. Daddy loves you. Sorry, what were you talking about?
Take a cassette out of its case, and most people just see an empty box. But Sony saw something quite different. Sony introduces the only cassette player as small as a cassette case. The incredible sounding Super Walkman.
Enter Sony's $25,000 sweepstakes. Look for this display at your Sony dealer.
All right, welcome back. I did a video not too long ago about the 10 different ways that anybody could be creative, even if they thought that they couldn't be creative. And sticking on that same train of thought, with us doing our hustles into habits and our passions into profits, I thought I'd do a little bit of a funner video with you guys where I did a whole bunch of ways, like 10 different ways that people are getting paid from their weirdest habits, so that you guys can see that it really doesn't matter what you do as long as you do something, and that nothing is too weird on this fabulous internet for you to get paid.
I'm excited to see it. Again, kind of just, I heard what it is now. I kind of came into this blind from the segment. I hope to learn something from this, so let's get into it.
Okay, picture this. Someone's whispering into like a really fuzzy microphone in their bedroom. And maybe running their nails over plastic things. And millions, literally millions, watch this and pay for it.
It sounds wild when you put it like that.
Or how about someone live streaming themselves eating, I don't know, 10 pounds of super spicy noodles.
Right, while people just throw money at them virtually.
Exactly. Or tiny pizzas, smaller than a coin, selling online for hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
So the big question is how? How do these, frankly, bizarre activities actually become, real income? Today, that's what we're doing, a deep dive into this world of hobbies that pay. We're trying to unpack how the internet lets these, eccentric passions turn into actual businesses using the material you sent over.
And that's the core of it, isn't it? The internet really changed the game. It helps us see how these niche interests can just, boom, explode. And the growth and profitability is often really unexpected, especially when they tap into these dedicated online communities.
Okay, let's dig into one. Mukbang. I think most people have heard of it, but basically, streamers eating huge amounts of food on camera.
Yeah, huge amounts.
Like that Mikado avocado guy, mountains of noodles, lobster.
Yeah.
It's a spectacle.
Definitely part performance, maybe part social thing too.
Right. But beyond just watching someone eat, where does the money actually come from? What's the draw for people spending cash on this?
Well, it's actually more layered than just the eating. You've got the obvious stuff, sure, like YouTube ads and brand deals with food companies, obviously. But it also taps into almost ASMR-like sounds for some people.
Interesting.
And maybe vicarious indulgence plus this weird kind of digital companionship. Fans send direct donations, tip them during streams, and then viral clips spread everywhere. So it's not just one thing, it's this multi-layered business.
Got it. So from...
What do you think so far, 3?
Definitely interesting first concept. I'm pretty familiar with mukbang as a whole. It's kind of had its like.
This
trend,
is
for
it
sure.
here.
Always like it looks, all the food they usually eat looks really good. I've definitely seen some stuff, no one in particular, but a lot of people are doing it, so it must be popular.
And this is the other person here that they were talking about that they brought up. He's a pretty famous person, Mr. Mikado Avocado.
He's also got a lot of just random drama about him. That's what I do.
Yeah. I think he did this whole weight loss thing or something. My brother would kill me if he found out I didn't actually know this because he stresses it so much, but he's like one of the biggest mukbang people out there. Let's see if we can jump into one of these videos or something.
Takis. Wow.
A lot of Takis.
That is a lot of Takis.
No, you're not moving. That's part. You think you're so underwear? You think you're skinny?
Could you eat all those Takis?
I feel like.
I don't know, maybe.
All right, here we go. Set the timer. On your marks.
Oh, he's gonna do it
Show
with a timer.
You pressing the buttons. So they believe it. 1. Matt Stoney challenge. Here we go. 2. 3. Diabetes. Click the link below and get yourself a cameo where I'll make a special video just for you. Treat yourself or surprise someone else. It makes a great gift. Link below. As you can see, I'm landing pre-soak because Matt Stoney doesn't do it, but I know how. It doesn't have 100 calories. No. Yeah, your little pickle needs life alert. It's just drowning in fat. Oh my god, it's so good. And so many calories. Holding myself up in this Matt Stoney posture, using my lower back where the peach fuzz is.
I don't even know. But as you guys can see, hold on, should we check this? Look at that number there, 4.67 million subscribers. 4.67 million. Yeah, football numbers.
He's doing something right. But
That's 4 times platinum.
Wild. Personally, some of that made me literally like wince because it's just like it's overload, you know? I think that's the point. You know, parts of it is just like to the extreme. Yeah, I will say that.
From consuming massive portions, let's flip to the opposite end. Tiny worlds. Miniature food.
Oh yeah, the detail is incredible.
Like a pizza smaller than your thumbnail with like actual tiny toppings.
Yeah.
Or whole little doll-sized kitchen.
Miniature space, artists like that, yeah. They make these hypnotic videos too.
And I saw in the source on Etsy, some of these tiny things, pastries or whatever, can sell for like $200.
Right, it's amazing.
What does that say about the market for this kind of, super intricate tiny art?
I think it really shows this deep fascination people have with craftsmanship, with scale, that feeling of a perfect little world.
Yeah.
And like mukbang, it's not just one income stream. You've got the YouTube views, the ad revenue, brand collabs maybe, but the huge difference is the direct sales of the physical items on Etsy or their own site. That's where those high prices come in. Plus custom orders from fans.
Okay, another one from our source, ASMR.
Okay, let's go into that miniature world stuff. And here, I'll pull a little bit up for it. Do you know anything about that, 3?
Yeah, again, my girlfriend is a big YouTuber as far as content, and some of the stuff is coming up. It's fun, it's interesting. I've made a couple of the little things. You can like buy little kits to make certain ones from like candy shops and things like that. They're way harder to make than they look. I'll say that much, but it's really fun.
They look pretty hard to me. That is nuts. Let's see if we can get let's see if we can get one in on here.
Like, where do you get that pan?
Come on.
And I think there's definitely the ASMR. I always called it ASMR, but ASMR. Hear those crunches.
Right. That is nuts. So, and these people sell this stuff on Etsy. Let's see if we can get a Etsy thing on here. Etsy miniature stuff. You say your girl looks at some of these things sometimes?
Yeah, definitely some of them. Anything, mini foods and things like that. Again, my biggest fascination is like, where do you find a pan? Is it actually cooking? Like, is there a little mini tiny stovetop they're using right there?
That is hilarious. I don't know where you would get any of these kind of things, but I mean, that is the point. You guys can be outside of the box. The idea is to show you guys that most of you guys aren't this niche, right? Or niche. And what is the real word? Is it niche or is it niche? Please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, please. I used to say niche, but now like it's, I don't know. Tomato, that's how I see it there.
Right. Look at, he's got little VHS Blockbuster covers. He sells for $12.95, and 5 people bought this in the last 24 hours. He's got little miniatures. I would buy those. I am the person who would buy this, and the other 5 people just like me. So you can't say that nobody wouldn't pay for that. You don't know if somebody would pay for something until you put it out there. And this person, Mr. Donkovich down here, great name, by the way, sells these little things. I don't know how they're making them, but that's fantastic. And I would definitely support this. I might actually buy some.
So some of the pieces are missing, but you'll get the idea. See, here's a little.
Hold on, let me go full screen on you. Stop sharing.
All right, this just reminded me of something that's around my house. So we got a.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I think there's even a pizza in here. Yeah, there's like a cheese pizza. Comes out.
Look, that is so funny and pretty cool.
Calling myself out like
look at the little Twizzlers. He tried to act like he didn't know about this. He literally, it's him. He's Donkovich. We found it out. This is 3RL's Etsy page.
It's not my collection, but there's a P.F. Chang's.
Dope. That's a dope little P.F.
Well, this one's cool. Okay, so there's also like these. Like, check this one out. This is a little Cobra Kai guy.
Nice.
Super mini action figure.
I'd like some horror stuff.
Some Stranger Things, little
Stranger
mini.
Things. Getting more. That's more my flavor.
So Netflix did a little thing that where they. So there's this again. The whole mini craze is real. Like.
Apparently so. It's realer than I thought. It's right on the damn podcast.
Right? It's real. I don't know what this one is. But yeah, a bunch of these little things. There's a whole jar of them over there.
That's pretty cool.
It's real.
All right. What else we got here?
ASMR whispering. We touched on it, but it's huge. Gentle taps, soft crinkles.
Captivating millions, yeah. It gives people those brain tingles.
And creators like Gibby ASMR are apparently making 6 figures a year doing this, just whispering. What is it about this sensory stuff that pulls in such a huge, loyal...
Hold on. Have you heard of any of this, Three?
Yeah, definitely have. Again, not my real flavor of the internet, but I've seen some people do like paint. Like they'll literally take colors of paint and mix it together, or cutting things, or yeah. So it's so interesting to like where people like find enjoyment, and some people put it on in the background to go to sleep. It's like, I guess maybe it's like rain sounds for some people, you know, or like white noise. People make.
There we go. We've got chopping and
chopping, cutting. I mean, I think even like you said, the mukbang kind of fits in there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Look up.
If we can get it.
Straight up on the microphone. 1.5 million views. Whatever the fuck this is.
Right. 1.8 million. What am I doing with my life?
I'm something on my microphone right now. You tell me if you like it, audience.
I'm going to say I've been rubbing things on my microphone for 40 years and nobody has ever paid me.
Let's look at their ASMR. New genres.
Right. And you said those numbers. How crazy is that?
All I have to do is whisper like this. And everyone will watch our stuff. I figured it out.
Gibby ASMR, 5.17 million, right? Off of doing these videos, let's see if we can sneak one in here and see what we get. ASMR, close your eyes. Let's try it.
About to flash some lights in our face.
Feelings, sleep. But let's get started right away while I tell you.
A sleep sponsor. That's genius.
Why I love my healing so much. Follow my instructions. Close.
No, we can't. We don't want to hear that.
You need to have your device in front of you though, because for the first test, it's an eyes closed.
Let's go ahead. Must be played.
I've been thinking about taking up a more active hobby. So, do you think that I should take up biking or pickleball? And that's the second time pickleball has been said in this video, which is crazy. So, I don't know, bike. Should I bike or pickleball? Pickleball or bike? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I've had enough.
All I have to do is stuff like
pickleball or bike.
Not to make fun of anyone, like for real though.
So, I can't make fun of nobody with that many. Are you
no.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
She accidentally blows this entire page away on her worst day.
Yeah. Not my flavor internet, but yeah, definitely something a lot of people enjoy.
Let's see what else we got.
Loyal audience.
Well, it's almost like a digital therapy session for some people. It offers relaxation with a very specific physiological response.
Right.
So the business model's strong because it fills a need. It's heavily driven by YouTube ads, of course. Brand sponsorships are big too. Companies want that engaged audience.
Makes sense.
And then you've got loyal fans on Patreon, paying monthly for extra stuff, and sometimes even paying for personalized videos.
Wow. Okay. And the list goes on, doesn't it? The source mentioned bug breeding, selling exotic insects for thousands.
Yeah, thousands per bug sometimes.
And resin art, people making those cool, swirly...
Now, when they say resin art, you guys may be thinking of something different, but these are dies, or dye, depending on how you want to say it. And look at some of these. Or look at that right there. Look at how gorgeous some of these are, too. Look at them. They look like little energy keys, energy crystals.
I told you, I have so much stuff I need to do about even just like the dice game or, you know, which leads into D&D, but yeah.
Look at some of these. And then look at the price of some of these, guys. This is it. People are out here making good money.
Mind you, okay, scroll down. I think that one, there's one, that's one cube. There's that $33, $35 on the far right, Lily of the Valley. Oh, it's a dice set. But there are ones that people sell singular dice. Oh, that one down there has something in it. Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, that's cool. Look at this. Bulbasaur dice is looking like that. Let's check him out. Look at that. That is pretty cool. Oh, look, they all got a whole bunch of things in it. So that's pretty amazing. And this is what they meant with resin. And again, this is on Etsy, something you can just, if you are a maker, you can make things and sell them right here through this platform if you're a physical kind of product kind of maker thing here. Shut on.
Swirly dice sets that sell for over $200. It's wild.
It really is. And if you zoom out, the source even throws in some bonus hobbies that really push boundaries.
Like what?
Professional cuddling. You know, people earning $60, $100 an hour just for platonic comfort, human touch. And the one that just makes you go, no way. Selling air from concerts. Like a baggie labeled air from Taylor Swift.
So you probably think that we're lying on this one. So I'm gonna have to go get. No. Don't let it. What are you thinking, Bree? What do you think? Like, vocalize it. Let the people hear. Let the people hear exactly
it's just
what you're thinking right now.
Wild. It goes to like what they were saying first. I thought we were gonna lead into like the farts thing. There's certain content creators selling farts and other like breath, but concert air is hella funny. It's just it kind of took me out because it's like no way.
Bags of air sale from the Yeezus tour, right there for you. Hollywood Reporter. This is a real thing. Look at that. eBay users have bidding upwards of $5,000 for a bag of air from a Kanye West concert. Right.
That just tells me more than anything. People have money to just burn sometimes. That's wild.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Right. And she isn't the only one. Erykah Badu did it first, I think. And yes, right? And this trend is not like this is an old trend. This is 2024. Just recently, boom, right there for you. Sydney Sweeney selling her used bathwater as part of a soap thing. Because
she knows her audience.
I mean, yeah, of course, okay? This is, and I would say the company knows too, but I just wanted to point out, like, this stuff is, I don't think it can get weird enough, man. You guys think that it can. There's no good excuse not to make money here.
Sure. Selling for hundreds online.
Seriously, air.
Seriously. It's pure novelty, pure fandom. But look, the common thread in all this. The internet lets people turn these obsessions into cash. They connect directly with a really specific niche audience. And they use ads, direct sales, fan funding, sponsorship. Finding that connection is key.
So bring it all together for you listening. The internet really has just completely changed the rules.
Yeah.
It proves, I guess, that no hobby is too weird, too niche to actually make money from.
Absolutely. And I think, in this age of just constant information, looking at these unconventional ways people earn a living, it really makes you question the old ideas about what work has to be and appreciate the, frankly, surprising value people find and pay for in these niche passions online.
Exactly. So it makes you wonder, right? What's your weirdest hobby? Could that actually be your next paycheck?
So there you have it right there. Tell us, what's your weirdest hobby? What's something that you thought it was probably too weird and didn't think could make money? Or which one of the stuff that you just seen us do is too weird for you? Let us know in the comments below. 3RL, what do you think?
Like I said, I'm very creative, and I have to admire the hustle. Being able to turn your hobby into some kind of extra income is like kind of the dream for a lot of people. I think that the more that we can embrace the internet in those ways, it makes everyone a little bit more happy about their life, I hope. And then, it also creates like a really interesting like dynamic between fan and, whoever the creator is. Some of them are a little too weird for me. I will definitely admit that. But some of them are very creative. And again, like you said, the resin thing, the dice thing, I have a whole jar full of D&D dice, and that can lead into a whole nother segment in the future. Or the minis thing. Yeah.
The minis thing showed nothing is too small, The air thing showed nothing is too weird. Doesn't matter. And that's kind of what the idea for this segment was. I just want people to realize it doesn't really matter what it is. If you guys are really passionate about it, there's probably a place and a community out there who wants to hear about it, and you can connect that passion to a profit. So think about something that you're A, really passionate about, and something B, that you're really proficient in. Something that you could talk about all day. Doesn't matter how weird, how obscure it is. Because when you find something that you're passionate about and something you're proficient in, you'll probably find something that is profitable. And that, it doesn't matter how weird it is, because money is always good. That's it for me on this segment, right? You got anything to say for the people before we get up out of here?
Yeah, find those passions and chase them. Like, at the end of the day, that's what matters. Like, if you're happy, if you're having fun doing the thing you're doing, keep doing it. And if you can make money on the side, even better. Maybe that buys you a little bit of freedom, even if you're collecting dice or selling dice or collecting air and selling it, or ASMR, doesn't matter what it is. Find that passion, run with it, man.
Hey, that's the end of the thing. It doesn't even work that good for me. I don't think my voice isn't that sexy.
The clock will continue to run. Fourth down, seconds remaining. They're going to need to call a TO.
Yo, this is TO.
Game Informer calls it the one football game you must have. Yeah. And IGN says it will own your soul. Get ESPN NFL 2K5 from ESPN Video Games.
Hey, how'd you get this?
More Madden, or actually, I love Madden. I did that for years, right? Played that since 2000, right? ESPN.
Yeah.
ESPN
ESPN
I don't
football.
know if you remember that
2K5.
one with Terrell. Yes.
Yep. 2K5 Terrell Owens. That's the one that did it.
Yes.
That's
WSAP, check it. Boom! I'm here. Straight out of your nightmares. Excuse me?
Excuse you nothing. I'll excuse you as soon as we play a little football. You understand me, sweet tooth?
You don't play football.
Every day I do ESPN NFL football with the first person football feature. Wow. Because I don't play. You know something? Oh, there you go. The little birdie's talking to me. He's saying Sap can't mess with you. Sap too slow. Rated E for everyone.
With the year after that is when Madden ended up with, so basically that's what happened, right? So let's go down history lane real quick, kids. Everybody, go get your drinks and your smokes. So you got the Sega Dreamcast came out early, right at the beginning of the 2000s. Sega dropped their console, the Dreamcast, and they have their own in-house video game studio called Visual Concepts. That's the VC in 2K, where you say everything's named VC Coins and all of that. It's a shout out to the old studio name, which used to be Visual Concepts, right? But the Dreamcast eventually gets knocked out, right? And so they don't really have a platform anymore and kind of become a third-party studio. But they had started a basketball game with Allen Iverson on the cover, because back then, there was a bunch of different type of basketball games. And almost every athlete kind of had their own basketball game. Remember Kobe Bryant had NBA courtside and all of that stuff with Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
And so there's a whole bunch of different ones. But then when Sega left the game, they became kind of like a third-party player in this, right? And so they changed their name to 2K Sports, right? For a second, and then they bought the ESPN license. It actually became ESPN Sports, right? And they did so good with the basketball game, NBA Live is still coming, that they decided to make their own football game using their tech and the ESPN brand all in the game, right? So they come out with a game called ESPN Football 2K5. It's got Terrell Owens on the cover, and it's a revolutionary game for its time, right? It had first-person football mode, y'all. Literally, I loved it because you could play as the running back and you'd be in the helmet and you could look down the line and everything and you could run and jump to the holes.
Yeah,
it was so killer.
Decorate your crib too. You could decorate the inside and put the accolades and all that.
The trophy systems and everything. It had the real halftime thing with Chris Berman and everything in it.
Yeah.
And then here's the killer. Back then, y'all, because games now are $80, but back in my day, games were $50, right? Just a smooth, even 50. You get you 2 games for $100, right? So back then, Madden was the most popular sports game by far. 2K has took that crown, but back then, what 2K is today, used to be Madden, right? So they decided to challenge Madden by coming out with the ultimate football game, but here's the kicker. They sold theirs for $25. Yes, better than Madden, half the price of Madden. $35. It ends up being a killer. Madden comes back the next year with the exclusive NFL license. And for years, we thought he did that to knock them out of it. But what we found out a year or so ago is, nah. What really happened was the NFL went to the Madden guys and was like, yo, we wanted to give you guys the exclusive NFL license so that nobody else can make any football games. Because the NFL didn't really understand football games at all. Nah. And all they knew is these guys are selling a football game for half off. And that makes our product seem cheap. We don't want anybody selling discount football games. So they sold the exclusive to Madden to lock them out. Locking out, which really was the superior football product at that point. And that's how ESPN and them pretty much end up disappearing. And now ESPN is all in Madden. But that's why 2K really can't make it. So the only people who can make a football game, a licensed football game besides Madden, is the actual platform holders. So if PlayStation wanted to make a football game with the license, they could. Because remember, they used to do that. Platforms used to make their own sports games. But it costs so much now that it's just not worth doing it.
Yeah,
but now we got 2 games, sports games that run all the sports, and they don't have no kind of competition. So we just get the same bullshit every year, and it's not even really changing. We're basically getting glorified DLC and roster updates and paying full price for it. This shit is crazy. But we got to see. Maybe. I've heard rumors that they might do NBA Live might come back and do a college game first. Because they were supposed to come back. They made a game with the boy Joel Embiid on it, and it was really good. But then it never came out. It was supposed to be, it was NBA Live 2019, Joel Embiid on the front cover, whole new system, too. They basically had changed the movement system and had stole the the movement system from Fight Night with the 2 thumbsticks. So it doesn't control like 2K at all. You have to use the thumbsticks to like pull off crossovers and everything. Each thumbstick was like your leg and your arm. It was a really dope system, but the game never launched, and then they just canceled the NBA Live altogether. Then there just has been no other basketball game since. It should have just been wild.
Man, that's I wanted to say like this upcoming season for football.
Yeah, that's what I was pivoting to.
Things are different. Things are definitely different. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's definitely gonna be, you know, a battle. Questions are gonna be answered. About rookies and sophomores about this time, you know, Jaden Daniels do it again, and Bryce Young show what he did at the end of the last 6 games, etc. You know what I mean? I just want to know, I'm gonna ask both of y'all this: who is in your top 5 quarterbacks this upcoming season?
Always has to do with them damn Eagles.
Going into the
Always has to do with them Eagles. I know what this is about.
Oh, you want to say
right now? I just want to ask you a question.
I know what this is about. I know what this is about. It's about the Eagles again and Jalen Hurts.
I'm just saying though.
You want to know if Jalen Hurts is in our top 5? I know.
I just have a general question that the people out there just want to know. And then it's fluid, but hey, I just want to know.
Unfortunately, I'm going to say the Chiefs quarterback.
Yeah,
him who don't need to be named. Okay? Let somebody else say his name. I ain't saying his name. Okay? That ain't got shit to do with me. Behind him, I'm going to put the MVP, Jackson. Okay? That is my other team out there. I roll with the Blackbirds. You know what I'm saying? Okay. From the Wire. Behind that, I would probably, I think the consensus is probably Josh Allen is probably the 2 or the 3 in from most people, but I don't know. I don't know about that in for sure.
All 3 of those in my top 5 as well.
And then behind that, coming in for those last 2 spots. See, this is the problem. I do think that by accolades, Jalen probably deserves to get in there, everything. But out of talent-wise, Jalen isn't top 5, and that team is super, super talented and super stacked. So I wouldn't say, at that point, I would probably go Matthew Stafford if we're talking about just plain talent.
How's that even?
At a thing.
How's that even
He could be. He's a little bit of a cowboy to me. He's got a little bit of Brett Favre in him.
We're talking about the quarterback position. Stafford is top 5.
And then, let the Rams fan tell it. Let the Rams fan tell it.
So question before you go, before you say your last ones, right? If Brock Purdy would have won that Super Bowl, would he be even in the top 10, top 5? Because Jalen Hurts got there. Everybody called him like a system player instead of the game, manager or whatever you want to call it, right? Be isolated on his sole purpose talent, right? So Brock Purdy had that team around him, because damn sure I wasn't putting Brock Purdy in my top 10. He played, and back then, yes, he was cool with the team around him, great, but I could say the same. Like if you want everybody to want to label Brock Purdy as he had the team around him, and Jalen Hurts had the team around him, but look at Jalen Hurts he put on not even he had the best team around him, but he put on the best quarterback performance in Super Bowl history and still lost the Super Bowl.
Okay, you said top 10.
You know what I mean? So
I said top 5.
No,
but I'm just saying for Brock Purdy. For Brock Purdy. Just for Brock Purdy. Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm just saying the
Brock Purdy
comparison.
is in the top 10 of the second 10 quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Okay, maybe the third group of quarterbacks. Okay?
There you go.
That top 10.
That was just people.
I got Hurts in my top 10.
Yeah, because people want to compare the Brock Purdy with the team to Jalen Hurts with the team, but it's like, okay, we compare and look at the individual talent. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was pointing out.
And that's not really to take too much shots at Brock Purdy, right? Because I like to go with my boy. I think Bucky Brooks says it all the time. There's only 2 quarterbacks in the entire league. Either there's a quarterback who can pull the team, or a quarterback who's going to get pulled by the team, right? And they're not bad individually. Like, to me, there's only a handful of quarterbacks that I think can actually pull their team. Like, right? And by that, I mean, even if your team is not good, they can be successful because of you, right? You could pull a bad team there. The thing to me with Jalen is an excellent leader, right? That's an excellent organization as far as its construction. But just on an individual status, what I say about Jalen to me is what makes him good is I think he throws the ball better than any of the running quarterbacks, and he runs the ball better than any of the throwing quarterbacks. And I think that is just where he is. Right? If that's quarterbacks that can't run, that motherfucker's a better runner. Out of the quarterbacks that can actually throw the ball, he's not the best ball throwing quarterback, but like say he runs. Who's the best ball throwing quarterback? You would say like Herbert or Stafford or something like that. They can't run like Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Right? And the guys that can run like Jalen Hurts can't throw better than Jalen Hurts. So he's a perfectly person there in the middle of it, and they have a team built constructively really good about him, and he's smart of it too. Like, listen, Tom Brady is not the GOAT to me. Tom Brady is not the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. Tom Brady is the most successful quarterback I've ever seen. He is the most successful. I've never looked at Tom Brady and never ever saw this is the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. It's just not that. To me, there's nuance to stuff. That's why I don't even believe in the idea of a GOAT. I think that is stupid. I spell GOAT GOTE, greatest of their era. That's it. You can be great in your era, but the greatest of all time is a ridiculous thing to say about something because you're just brushing so much stuff under the table to make your argument that that's crazy, okay? But that is what that is. Brady is the most successful of all time. I don't think he's the best person, most talented I've ever seen at the position.
So you say successful, but most of his success came from the Patriots. So you're saying the Patriots had a great everything from the whole decade of them winning the 6 that he was on the team? Because after that, he went on the Buccaneers and won with that team in the first year. Does that mean the Buccaneers and Tom Brady is successful? Or did he just, he kind of just brought something to another team?
Get closer to the camera screen.
I'm just saying, though.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna make that point real clear right now. They got those rings on their fingers, but I don't give a damn about Tom Brady or Peyton Manning winning with the Bucs and the Broncos. Both of those guys got carried by the defenses on those teams. Tom Brady went to a loaded Buccaneer team. Like somebody act like, you guys acted like he went to the Buccaneers that had no, y'all act like he went to this year's Buccaneers that won a championship. Like if we don't stop the foolishness on that, yes. Was he the quarterback of that team when he won? Yes, but they did not win because of Tom Brady, or they didn't win because of Tom Brady's football talent. They won because motherfuckers took cheap contracts to go play with Tom Brady on a very good team that was already a great defense. That is why I say these things. There's nuance to this stuff. I'm not taking it away from him.
He wasn't no Trent Dilfer or nothing in the goddamn Super Bowl in that season.
I didn't say he was Trent Dilfer, but they didn't win because of him.
He made a play or two in every goddamn way on the way getting there.
Everybody makes a play. Everybody on that team made a play or two.
You acting like he's like, he's old motherfucker. What's his boy name?
Nah, but everybody else is acting like he was playing with scrubs. Like, oh man, Brady went to the Buccaneers and got another championship. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Wait a minute. Stop.
It was the same team Jameis had the year prior. Literally the same team. Right. They just added him and
Barry.
Gronkowski and AB.
Barry, I was going to say.
And AB. That's right. And CTESPN.
So also, and everybody, the whole
whole
propaganda.
No, Stu was already there. Stu was there for 2 years.
But he re-upped for less money, remember?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And the defensive end, I forgot what his name was on that team.
Leonard Fournette.
Bucky Irving.
Yeah, Fournette.
No, you're right. Leonard Fournette. But also, on top of all that, also the whole headline in the propaganda was, can he succeed without Bill Belichick? Literally, that has been the duo, that has been the cream of the crop foundation of how Tom Brady even got his 6 rings, right? Or is it because he went to the Buccaneers under the, I forgot the coach's name on that team at the time, so won with that team, and he pretty much proved everybody else's point of that, okay, he could literally do this without him, period, point blank. Like, he knows how to, Tom Brady's born and bred to know how to win, and brought all that energy to another team, and brought his talents. They were just literally one Tom Brady away from winning a championship, apparently, because Jameis Winston was on the team throwing interceptions.
All the additions that they just got. They also got a new running back. They also got AB, who played in the slot receiver. They brought in Gronkowski to come play on the team contract. Like, that is not just the same team. Like, Jameis is somewhere right now screaming at all of y'all talking about, what the fuck y'all mean he had the same team? I never threw one pass to AB or Gronk in my life. How could that be the same team? Okay? And then this whole idea that he won without Bill Belichick, again, I think that that's stupid. Okay? Because then for one, he doesn't have 6 rings without Bill Belichick and without that Bill Belichick defense before he was the Tom Brady that we know of who he is. And Bill Belichick that would make more sense to me if Bill Belichick was also able to leave the Patriots and go to a team with good books and everything that could have a competing team. Do we forget that Tom Brady left the Patriots because they could not get new good players there for him to win? That team was already bad. So to act like Belichick, so let me put Bill Belichick on that Buccaneers team. Do they have a chance at winning?
They got a chance, but I don't know if they win with the quarterback.
You don't
they need a quarterback.
That team barely snuck into the playoffs that year too. I know, that's the thing. They snuck into that team. So it's not like we knew, like, oh, there's a dominant team that Brady got. They had all of those people, and basically a lot of that was the strength off of that ridiculous defense. So, and that defense was ridiculous. So just again, but these are why these things, I don't like this stuff. It's like the idea of Jordan being the greatest player of all time. But whatever. To me personally, like I said, to me, you can only be the greatest person in your era, but if I had to pick one greatest basketball player of all time, if I'm counting everything, it's easily Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? Because I count everything at that. Who's had the greatest basketball career in all of basketball? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Right? Yes. You couldn't enter in as quickly as Jordan could have. So there's an entirely different world that you're not counting.
Don't get yourself killed!
All right, you little pickle pussy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, you gotta transform. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load. This mate ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jeff.
See it all now. Every single molecule.
It's glorious.
And we're back for this segment. You know, I got my boy 3RL for this track one more time. What's up?
How you doing, man?
Doing great as ever. I'm really excited about this part because I know how much you share my love for this IP. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely. It's actually like ever growing. Like I feel like the more I learn about it, I started reading the actual graphic novel, and yeah, I love it. Can't get enough.
For those of you guys who don't know, we're talking about Invincible, right? It's a great IP out there right now. A TV show on Amazon Prime, started as a comic, right? Yeah. I'm really enjoying it. If you guys don't know, it's also made by Robert Kirkman, right? And that is the creator of The Walking Dead, right? But now, good.
Had enough yet?
Invincible is best suited for a fighting game, in my opinion.
Let's do this!
Like, yeah, that's awesome. Hell yeah. These guys were able to execute lightning in a bottle in a way that I've never seen in the industry before. I love this shit. It's so good. I can't wait for the fans to play this game.
I'm not your son anymore.
I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good.
I love you, Eve. You make me hurt you. I'm not holding back.
My first impressions of playing Invincible Versus was a huge moment for me. Oh yeah. I've had a lot of like really cool experiences. I've been on sets and watched my comics get turned into TV shows. But to see the characters of Invincible in a fighting game, I don't know, it was so magical and so exciting. I cried. I think one of the key elements to Invincible, be it the comic or the show, is the insane and absolutely brutal fights. It's kind of our marquee thing, and we do these absolutely epic battles that you experience on your couch that hopefully are blowing you away. But this game is really the first time that you can actually experience these and feel them as you're living them. And to be honest, some of the fights in the game can get kind of more intense than the things that we've been able to accomplish in the show, which is really exciting.
It's something that dials up the intensity of action, the intensity of violence, the intensity of combat. And to me, one of the most impactful things in the fighting game is your first impression. And that's the thing that my brain always goes to. Like when you press buttons, when you do stuff, what is the response? Dude, this big dude. Oh my God, that assist is crazy. And yeah, watching a character, you know, a 3v3 tag fighter with so much gore, that's like the first and really amplify it. A lot of times we'll break down scenes. We'll look at.
My reaction so far is I'm actually looking into this. I'm even more excited. As soon as you sent me the first time, I was like hooked. I didn't realize until you said it a moment ago that this was like a team-up battle. Which I think one is really cool and unique. It's not 2v2, it's 3v3. So that brings in some like fun strategy. And then I'm really curious to see how many of like the characters from the world have made it to the game. And then some of those combinations, yeah, it makes me really want to try out this game as soon as possible. I'm excited. And again, I think you touched base on something that really has hit home with me a lot, which is the ability to play little tiny bits of games when I want to, versus, you know, I'd love to have the time to dive into a long form game, but like if you look at like my PlayStation catalog right now, I have so many games that I've started and just never finished because I just don't have the time. So like something
in
like
the
this,
community, everybody makes a joke about the backlog. Because if you've been playing long enough, like you already defined, like we all have these insane backlogs now. My backlog has some of the best video games ever made in it right now. I just don't have time to get to, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So these bite-sized kind of games kind of really help.
Pull it up, play a couple matches, and then be on my way. Sounds good.
I do have to say one thing really quick. The thing that makes this really unique, and you'll know that the developers talked about this a lot, was to show the amount of gore and blood in this game, because it's something that is specific to the Invincible universe. You will not see this amount of blood and damage, and it grows as it's going on, and the buildings break and everything in. Like, this game is all about showing the destruction of what happened when basically gods are having a battle around you.
And that was something I was going to comment on too, is like, one thing, if you know Mark and you know Invincible, he's either like, he's gotten beat to a pulp, or there's just a situation where it's just like, he's always like covered in his own blood or someone else's. It's who's the strongest, and it doesn't matter what happens in between.
Yes! Stay down. Nailed it. Here you go. Might want to look up. I'm up. Let's fucking die!
Just 2 seconds.
It's gonna hurt!
I have loved Invincible since as far as I can remember. I grew up with fighting games. Somehow I never stopped, so I just naturally progressed into tournaments from there, became a pro player. I qualified top 3 at EVO multiple times, and now I'm here.
I've been a member of the FGC competing on 10 to 12 years, but like a lot of people, I was introduced to Invincible with the animated series. I'm really excited to see this genre of video game expressed through the Invincible world.
I heavily use the comic books for inspiration. A lot of like season 3 was sourced for some of the best and sound effects, and the VFX team has definitely added our own little twist to it, just to make it just as unique.
I think Invincible is all about gore, it's about spectacle, and we're really hoping to capture that in our game.
The more punches you land, the more blood you spew, it becomes a bloodbath.
The first thing I think about when we're really putting together any project, especially this project, is how we're going to treat the characters right, how to really like make an authentic experience in the Invincible universe.
We just go through not only what the big moments that are happening in the show, but we also go through the backstory, all the different comic books, every time they've made any sort of appearance in any sort of movie whatsoever.
Whole poses. I think we've chosen the strongest fighters of the universe. You get to really see them for their fight style.
Something that fans always appreciate is little spots for gore and Easter eggs and things like that to pop up. My favorite reference we got in there is Invincible. You guys are fucking dead!
They're fucking dead!
I love that we were able to put it in the game too.
Mark Grayson, Invincible. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be very good.
Mark is very unrestrained, he's inexperienced, but he has a lot of heart in the way he fights. Like, he puts his all into everything.
Tell Angstrom he can kiss my ass!
He's my favorite to play by far. He just gets up and player does business so fast.
Because of his speed, like his dynamic capabilities, we wanted to skew a little bit more towards a rushdown style character.
He's got up close stuff that he can hit to it, but he's also good at range as well.
Rushing attacks, moves that are somewhat unsafe if used incorrectly, but very rewarding. Give it your all like the character would.
He's not a trained fighter, so he's a little looser in his movements.
You can do ground combos into air combos, back down to ground combos, and really just kind of like keep the opponent on their toes.
He's got a low barrier of entry, and will meet you as your skill increases all the way to the highest level.
His Invincible punch, which is a punch where he actually lunges and dashes like this, almost a full screen, and he does like a powerful punch. Like, it's one of his first punches that he uses in the show. And we wanted to have that call out there as an anti-air move that we're calling Geyser, and it's actually another call out to one of the other moments in the show. You see him step off the air. We actually gave him a kick, so it's like a spinning flip kick that actually hits the opponent over.
Nailed it!
His first super is what we call the Wiltshire Missile, where he really leans into his speed.
He like flies all over the screen. He sort of just like travels everywhere, and that's pulled straight from panels from the comics and things we've seen in the show.
And it ends with like this really strong like stomp. this is a superpower. This is what he does. His second one was another call out to the show called the Perfect Landing. The idea was when he was first starting to learn how to fly, he crash landed straight into the ground.
And whenever you can, launch his ultimate.
Fucking die!
One of the big kind of key moments that we saw was his fight with Conquest. He was just overtaken by rage that he just went through this series of headbutts. And so the name of the move is the meeting of the minds. If it actually defeats the opponent, it triggers what we call an overkill. So as he headbutts the opponent, you see their head just explode. Oof. It's glorious.
If you want to play Mark, you should make use of his rushdown while keeping an eye on what is punishable and what is not.
If he ever gets knocked away, he's easily going to be able to re-engage the opponent.
You hit the special button, boom. If this uppercut comes out, you can get a combo from it, you can jump cancel out of it. A lot of options there for sure.
So yeah, he's definitely my main.
Definitely put him on your team. I think is where you should start with him.
Zero Quit, I love characters like that. I think he's probably going to have a spot on my team no matter where he ends up on the tier list.
Just 2 seconds.
So, that's Mark. What do you think?
My first comment before anything is I love that their carpet in the background has the blood splatters on it. It feels very in universe.
I gotta go back. I didn't even take
Okay, let's go.
Anytime some of the designers right there.
Look at it. That's great.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Great guy.
But yeah, it feels like Steve Yeun is playing the voice of Invincible. I was trying to look it up. And that to me is very important. So
this is also Skydance Media producing. So this is Skydance Media and I think they actually bought the team that made, and they're calling themselves Quarter Up now, and they work for Skydance Media. So this is pretty big.
That's rad. So okay, Skydance. I gotta look that up. I want to look at it.
That's the owner. Skydance is the owner of Robert Kirkman's company. That's his properties. They call him a rushdown player, and what that is in the fighting game world, rushdown players are kind of for people who like to just go all out on offense and hope a good offense is also the best defense, right? Rushdown players usually are not great defensive players because their whole technique is about rushing down and attacking and attacking and attacking. But they're usually so fast and so powerful, you can overwhelm somebody with it.
Yeah.
So
I would also compare it to a glass cannon kind of character who's all offense up front, but not a lot of defense. But the speed thing is different. I really like that. I'm also sad to find out this game comes out next year, not this year. But other than that,
Don't start with me. You know exactly what I'm capable of. I want to look up. All right, coming through.
Here.
Try it harder. I envy you. I see it all now. Every single molecule. All right, coming through.
Probably my favorite superhero of all time is Adam, because she can kind of do anything.
I'm a freaking badass.
Adam Eva is one of my favorite characters in the Invincible universe. She's also one of my favorite characters to play in the game.
I love her personality. She wants to figure out ways to use her superpowers for good.
I can irrigate deserts, stop natural disasters, make a real difference.
Her storyline really speaks to me. I tend to have a soft spot for that kind of superhero ability.
She can choose to fight up close or far away.
She represents our first true zoning character.
She wants to be playing keep away. She doesn't really want to be up close. She's also got her fly though, so if you do get up close against her, she has ways of keeping you off.
She has so many distinct poses and animations that we could just pull directly from the show, directly from the comics. She's a caster, so she's throwing out projectiles, using her whole body into that flying V.
So line me right for Adam Eve. You tried to
I killed my boyfriend and his weird brother. It's time for some payback.
That made me laugh really hard because it is a little weird.
In general, all her movesets are amazing.
Her special one is a little bit more about mobility. She's one of our actual true flying characters. Her special two, she actually fires this wave of energy that can knock the opponent back. And if they're actually near the edge of the screen, it actually triggers a wall bounce, which gives her an opportunity to follow up on. Her special three is actually pretty fun.
She creates these spikes out of the ground very quickly. If you use the boosted version, it will bounce them back towards you to create combos, create pressure.
Her supers have this rain, essentially.
Her super one is basically, she summons a bunch of shards from the area above her that she actually rains down upon the opponent. She deals a lot of different damage and control of this area. Her super two, she actually summons a drill around her. She actually dashes forward. It's a very combo-centric move as well, which gives her a lot of different opportunities.
Her ultimate is insane.
We call it the Rebirth.
I am SSU! See it all now. Every single molecule.
And it just shows her kind of coalescing that energy, using it to explode out and just kind of melt the opponent. So just be aware that there are going to be some spoilers here, so you're worried about that. Just
I think that was a really cool throwback on PC in the cockpit, at the end of season 3 of the show.
jerk.
Watch out for Adam. She's tough to master a little bit in the game, but it's worth it to figure out how to play.
If you want to make use of E, you need to be a little bit creative like her, box the opponent, making the most use of her zoning style while also staying predictable.
One of the interesting things about Adam Eve is that she has this hover ability that no other character has. So she has a double jump, she can jump, jump again, and then as she's landing, she'll air dash away again. So she almost has a triple jump in a way.
I definitely recommend playing as Adam Eve.
Adam Eve's best girl.
Try harder.
That's our second fighter in this. What do you think, Matt?
I think I love that they're playing into like the characters from the comic and from the show so much. Like it's I always love when a game studio can capture the essence of those characters. Sometimes you have games where it's like you play this and you're like, oh, this feels nothing like the source material, and everything I've seen so far feels right on point. She seems like a good character, yeah.
Now, to your point on that about how they're doing that, that's the video that I was showing earlier, and we had a chance to go deep dive in it. The reason that that's happening is they are all in there together. That's the comic team, that's the animation team, and the fighting game team, all in the same building, all working together. They don't have to go somewhere. They have to do, like, you know what I mean? When you want to know how does somebody sound or the character sound, you have those. They're all right there working on this together. One big happy family that are all kind of working on this, which makes it amazing. You know what I mean? This is gonna be great. I'm so excited.
Yeah, no. So far, 10 out of 10. I'm really excited for this.
All right. So you ready for the next one?
Let's bring it on.
I thought you would like that.
Seriously rethinking my resolution to be a better guy right now. Bring the heat. Got something for you. Eat a quick one. Hey now. Roll up the rest. Hey now. Nice. Keep the chain out. Hey now. Bring the heat. I'm gonna make finale. Free class, big head. Got something for you.
The character with the biggest personality has got to be Rex Blood. Rex is just a little asshole.
He's a wise ass.
He's an asshole.
It's hard not to include the word asshole when talking about Rex.
I tried to find a different word to put in his style guide, but couldn't.
Asshole.
Rex. As soon as he came into the roster, we're like, let's go! Like, because there's so much stuff we can do with that. He just trolls your opponent a lot.
I think his attitude comes out in all of his animations or his moves.
His assholery comes through easily in the way he plays. I kind of like Rex despite how much I want to dislike him.
He has a smirk on his face throughout the whole game.
But he's got a heart. And that's really what I love about Rex. He is sort of the person willing to sacrifice himself for his friends. He's the person putting himself in between bullets to protect civilians.
There's only room for one of us to be this awesome.
The first character I was assigned was Rex. That was also like my favorite character from the show. So just kind of like immediately out the gate, I was like, oh my god, we have like a design doc that can lay out all the moves of the character. Somehow we're gonna go from this, and we're gonna end up with, you know, whatever's in the game later. I made it one of the best zoners in the game, so his projectile zoning is very good.
He has plenty of tools to just stay far away and blast you.
One of his specials have directional input, so you can change the direction of his projectile.
So if somebody's flying above him, he has a way of like controlling him. It's like, no, I'm stopping from being up there.
He has a few extra things in his kit that make up for him not being able to fly. So he has his run, he has his wall jump to add mobility features to him.
So he starts running, and while he's running at you, he can hit light, medium, or heavy. He's either going to throw projectiles in your face, or jumping overhead strike, or sliding low. So it's a really disgusting mind game. But then on top of that, what I also did was I gave him his forward special, which is kind of like a flipping move.
He can like leave his traps on the field and still trigger as people go by.
He's got the regular projectile he can throw, but the boosted version of that actually leaves it on the floor and it's lasted for like 5 seconds. So if anyone walks into that, they're gonna explode. And it gets really confusing to your opponent's field.
Even his taunt will deal damage to you if you let it.
He's got his 20 flips over his shoulder, and that can be used as a hit as well.
No other taunt in the game can do that. That's his thing. It's it.
The direct moment in the game has got to be his ultimate.
And the name of the move is so that it represents who the character is. He's all about blowing stuff up while being a giant. There was a scene in the fight versus Machine Head where he used these letter magnets, where he charged up and gave to his teammates and they attached the opponent to the explosion.
Time for the big finale. Free fast, big head.
It's beautiful. It's so right.
He's that wild card, and he's a great asset to your team. When the combat's getting too close, it gives you that breath of fresh air when you need to explode your way out of things.
His assist, his traps is incredible. His owning is even more annoying when every few seconds you've got his friends coming in to also help keep the opponent away from him.
I think Rex has that grounded quickness versus the Viltrumite speed that Mark has.
He suits people well that want a more grounded character.
I think if I was going into a fight, Rex Blood is the guy that I would want by my side.
Acrobatic, smirky asshole, fun to play.
I love Rex. You're going to want Rex on your team. I think that's my final wisdom.
Never liked your style anyway.
Thoughts on our guy Rex, man? What do you think?
The boy, man. Again, same comment of like really bringing the energy of each character. Honestly, I didn't like Rex at first when the show started, and then by the time you know what happens, I loved him.
Great character arc, man.
Yeah,
great
character arc. Lots of growth, which makes it so much more tragic. But no spoilers here for that kind of stuff. However, yeah, I guess the funny thing is like I made a comment to you offline of being like maybe I don't know if he'd fight a village might and win, but
right. No, I know that move.
But that move is so clean, and like it was the callback that they just made about the magnets. I totally forgot about, and now it makes perfect sense. It's like, oh, duh.
That's why I didn't really want to say nothing in that one thing part right there, you know?
You don't want to spoil it for me, thank you. So now I'm reminded full and well. Yeah,
so this game will be coming out in 2026. I cannot wait for it. Gonna keep deep diving into it because these are all the characters so much from the game, but then we'll see what they have left.
I'm super excited for it. I think we're gonna be something to look forward to.
Before we get out of here, I'm just gonna show the gameplay trailers from the last 2 characters so you can see what they look like, but we're not gonna watch their deep dives.
That was good.
Invincible Versus drops 2026.
Yeah, man, some characters I'd like to see. Obviously, Omni-Man. Seth Rogen's character, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I was trying to look it up before he popped back in.
They have Conquest and his dad in here yet. Those are the only 2 characters they haven't shown the gameplay for yet. And then, of course, they have a lot more characters, but those are the characters we know for sure in the game.
Also, I don't know, he's not much of a fighter, but I can see Cecil maybe showing up in some fashion.
I can definitely see Cecil.
You know what's crazy? I didn't realize this right this second, and this is where I just don't pay attention sometimes, but Walter Goggins plays Cecil. I just found out right now. And then we have Zazie Beetz, but let's see Robot, Zachary Quintino. So if they can hit all the voice actors and stuff like in the same realm, boy, this game's gonna hit a spot.
Yeah, listen, they have all the actors from the show. But okay, we're gonna have to transition into the new one, so we'll catch you up after this. Peace. Okay, and we're back in real quick. We're back here again with Sir Reddington. He's going to share one of his tracks over here with us, let you guys get a taste of it, and then look out later. We're also going to be including one of his music videos in our podcast, Rejuvenile Delinquency, coming up. So you're going to get a full spectrum, and we'll make sure that you guys know where to go find them. So, Red, it's on you.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Sir Reddington. You can follow me on Sir_Reddington on IG, Sir Reddington on all other platforms. This is my new single I put out called Go Route. Better go get it. Go get the bread. Go check it out. YouTube, all other streaming platforms. Let's get it.
Sir Reddington.
I got him right where I want him, I'ma keep the pressure. My drip too hard, you niggas soft like polyester. Chrome grill, white paint, call that shit cold gay. Iced out, you ain't fucking with me on a cold day. Spending so much money, bring the bag out. Spin it, Louis and Versace with the tag out. Louis, cooking with grenades, throw the frag out. Got these niggas running like a go round. I got him right where I want him, I'ma keep the pressure. My drip too hard, you niggas soft like polyester. Chrome grill, white paint, call that shit cold gay. Iced out, you ain't fucking with me on a cold day. Spending so much money, bring the bag out. Spin it, Louis.
That's it for this volume of Rejuvenile Delinquency. You made it to the end, or you skipped around like a true mixtape connoisseur. Either way, respect. I just want to say thank you guys for coming along with me on the journey, especially trying out this experimental mixtape. It was a crazy, crazy experiment, and I would like to thank everybody who hopped on with this podcast and everybody who's featured onto this and all the people who took the time to listen to this extremely long one. It really means a lot to me. If you vibed with this, do me a solid, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is just the beginning. I'm Cassius Clae, and this was the first video mixtape from Rejuvenile Delinquency, brought to you by The Rejuvenile. Stay rebellious, stay nostalgic, stay playing, and I'll see you in the next drop.